If she tells you these 6 things, leave her immediately. Stoicism, Stoic love. Love is not about possession. Love is about appreciation. Osho. Understanding a woman's mind is a fascinating journey, where her words and actions offer key insights. However, not all signals are positive. Certain things she says can raise red flags about the relationship. Today, we'll discuss 5 phrases that should make you reconsider your investment in a relationship. This isn't about making hasty decisions, but about being mindful and discerning. By applying Stoic wisdom and self-awareness, you can choose wisely and protect your future happiness. Before we begin, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Each point has a powerful message, so stay tuned until the end. Let's dive in. Number 1. It's always about her. Listen closely, because this is crucial. If she makes everything about herself and disregards your feelings, your achievements, or your experiences, it's a red flag. Men often carry the weight of the world in silence, bottling up their emotions because they feel the need to stay strong. But here's the thing. It's not about weakness. It's about connection. When you finally open up to her about something meaningful to you, something that matters deeply to your soul, and she dismisses it for something trivial, that's not just a slight. It's a betrayal of trust. Imagine this. You land a promotion at work, an achievement that you've worked tirelessly for. You're proud, excited, and eager to share it with the one person you trust. But instead of celebrating with you, she steers the conversation toward the latest gossip or her latest shopping obsession. In that moment, you feel as if your worth doesn't matter. That's the kind of imbalance that shakes the foundation of any relationship. This isn't just about feeling ignored. It's about realizing that your emotional well-being is in jeopardy when your partner isn't engaged, when she doesn't share your excitement or empathize with your struggles. It's about recognizing that in a healthy relationship, both people should support each other, listen deeply, and celebrate each other's victories, no matter how small. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This wisdom is timeless. True connection is born from listening, from mutual respect, and from the joy of being present for one another's milestones. Relationships aren't a one-way street. If she's more concerned with herself than with you, it's time to reevaluate the situation. In modern life, it's easy to get caught up in the cycle of neglecting our own needs, thinking that we have to tough it out. But a Stoic approach tells us otherwise. True Stoic love doesn't mean sacrificing your emotional needs for the sake of a relationship. It means recognizing your worth and expecting nothing less than respect and empathy. If she consistently disregards your feelings, it's time to take a step back and assess whether this relationship is aligned with your values. You deserve a partner who listens, who celebrates you, who shows up for you, just as you show up for them. If that's missing, don't be afraid to walk away. The Stoic path isn't about enduring pain in silence. It's about choosing peace, balance, and love that respects and uplifts both partners. Be courageous, be strong, and always remember, your emotional well-being matters. So, ask yourself, does she truly care about you and your feelings? Or is it always about her? If you're not getting the respect and care you deserve, it's time to reconsider the situation. Like, comment, and subscribe to continue your journey toward better relationships and personal growth. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Comment below, "I am worth the love I deserve." Number 2, I'm busy right now. When a woman repeatedly tells you, "I'm busy right now," it's important to pause and reflect on what this truly means. We all know that life can get demanding, and as men, we often juggle the pressures of a full-time job while striving to keep our families at the center of our lives. Despite the long hours and constant responsibilities, we make it a point to prioritize quality time with those we love. This balance between work and personal life speaks volumes about our commitment, our ability to manage priorities, and our respect for the people who matter most. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." This insight reminds us that sometimes our fears and doubts about a situation can cloud our judgment. But, like Seneca urges, we must approach life's challenges with rationality and not let our imagination make them worse than they are. However, when the person you care about is consistently unavailable, claiming to be too busy, it should raise a red flag. If your partner continues to offer excuses and fails to make time for you, it's crucial to recognize that a relationship should never be one-sided. If someone truly values a connection, they will find a way to invest time in nurturing it, no matter how busy life gets. This doesn't mean neglecting responsibilities, but it does mean that genuine effort and communication in a relationship should always remain a priority. In the words of the great philosopher Epictetus, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This applies directly to relationships. Your ability to remain calm and measured while seeking clarity and communication is the key to maintaining a healthy bond. In real life, it's easy to get caught up in our work and external obligations. But when these things begin to take precedence over those who are important to us, it's time to reassess where our priorities lie. Relationships thrive on mutual effort, open communication, and consistent nurturing. If you find that someone is not reciprocating that effort, it may be time to reconsider whether the relationship is truly fulfilling. Remember, time is a valuable resource, and it should be shared with those who invest in you as much as you invest in them. Number 3. My ex used to do that. When you're in a relationship, it is generally considered inappropriate to dwell on past relationships. If your partner constantly brings up their ex, it should raise concerns. This behavior can manifest in various situations, such as when you're out shopping together and she remarks, "My ex had great taste in clothes, he would have loved this outfit." While seemingly innocuous, these comments can trigger feelings of inadequacy and insecurity in your current relationship. It's important to recognize that constantly comparing you to her past relationships is not conducive to building a healthy and trusting partnership. This situation aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on what is within our control, as outlined by Epictetus. Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. Dwelling on past relationships is beyond your control, and it's crucial to prioritize your emotional well-being by addressing such behaviors in a relationship. Consistently bringing up past relationships may indicate that your partner hasn't fully moved on, or is using the current relationship as a distraction from unresolved emotions. This can lead to you being a rebound partner, rather than someone chosen out of genuine desire and connection. It's essential to recognize these patterns and not allow yourself to be used as a temporary, emotional crutch. If you notice that your partner frequently mentions their ex or seems unable to let go of the past, it may be time to reassess the relationship. Your emotional health and happiness should not be compromised, and staying in such a situation can lead to unnecessary heartache. Having open and honest conversations about boundaries and expectations in the relationship is crucial. But if these discussions do not lead to positive changes, it may be in your best interest to consider moving on. Remember, prioritizing your well-being is not selfish. It's an essential aspect of maintaining healthy relationships. So, comment affirming. I prioritize my own happiness. Number 4. It's your fault. One of the most dangerous and often overlooked red flags in relationships is when a woman consistently refuses to take responsibility for her actions, choosing instead to shift the blame onto you. This behavior is not a one-time occurrence. It's a pattern that can subtly chip away at the foundation of trust and respect. In these situations, when you make a mistake, she expects you to beg for forgiveness, no matter how small the issue may be. However, when she makes a mistake or behaves inappropriately, she conveniently turns the tables, making you the target of blame, while she remains unaccountable for her actions. This creates an imbalance where you are left to carry the weight of the relationship's faults, and the partnership becomes unhealthy and unsustainable. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This profound truth encourages introspection and the importance of accepting responsibility for our actions. Relationships, like all aspects of life, are built on accountability and the ability to move forward from mistakes together. In a healthy relationship, both partners recognize their missteps, apologize with sincerity, and work as a team to resolve the issue and grow from it. When she continuously avoids owning her mistakes, she not only erodes trust, but she also creates an environment where blame and resentment fester, perpetuating a toxic cycle. It's important to recognize this dynamic early and to reflect on whether this behavior aligns with the Stoic principles of mutual respect, emotional intelligence, and the pursuit of Stoic happiness. Relationships thrive when both individuals share responsibility and commit to bettering themselves, both individually and together. A refusal to engage in this process signals emotional immaturity, and it's a sign to reassess the relationship's potential for growth. While it can be painful, removing yourself from a relationship where one person refuses to take accountability can open the door to personal growth, emotional clarity, and ultimately lead to healthier, more balanced connections. Relationships should be a source of mutual support and growth, not a battleground where one person shoulders the blame. If she continues to deflect responsibility, it may be time to walk away and invest in a relationship that fosters true partnership, where both parties contribute equally to the foundation of love, respect, and understanding. Number 5. I have no one else. It's a common scenario for many women to rely on their partners for emotional support, often using a phrase that's become all too familiar. However, it's crucial to delineate your role within the relationship. You are her companion and equal, not her therapist or problem solver. Your primary responsibility isn't to diagnose or treat her mental health issues, or to shoulder the burden of solving every challenge she faces. While it's natural to want to be the hero and provide unwavering support, it's essential to recognize the boundaries of your role. If she appears overwhelmed or helpless, it's not an invitation for you to swoop in as a savior. By assuming this role, you inadvertently encourage dependency and may create an unhealthy dynamic where she relies on you excessively for emotional stability. Instead, what she truly needs is the expertise and guidance of a professional psychiatrist or counselor who can provide tailored mental health support. This specialized assistance goes beyond what you as a partner can offer and ensures she receives comprehensive care for her well-being. Failing to acknowledge and respect these boundaries can lead to resentment and strain in the relationship over time. The weight of constantly being the fixer can take a toll on your mental and emotional health, leading to feelings of inadequacy or frustration. Taking inspiration from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who famously said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do," we're reminded of the importance of self-awareness and setting realistic expectations. By understanding your limitations and focusing on your own well-being, you can cultivate a healthier dynamic within the relationship. This may even involve having open and honest conversations about seeking professional help and encouraging her to take proactive steps towards her mental health journey. Ultimately, prioritizing your own mental health and maintaining clear boundaries can contribute to a more fulfilling and balanced partnership, benefiting both you and your significant other in the long run. Number 6. It was nothing serious. Discovering your partner in a situation of infidelity is undoubtedly one of the most heart-wrenching experiences a person can endure within a relationship. It strikes at the core of trust, the very essence that sustains any meaningful connection between two individuals. When such betrayal occurs, it not only shatters the romantic bond, but also undermines the mutual respect and understanding that should exist between partners. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca aptly noted, a lack of trust is the first step towards disintegration. The aftermath of infidelity is often marked by a tumultuous mix of emotions, ranging from shock and disbelief to anger and sadness. It challenges one's beliefs about the relationship and forces a reassessment of the shared values and commitments that once seemed unshakable. The betrayed partner may grapple with feelings of inadequacy, questioning what they could have done differently to prevent such a breach of trust. In moments like these, it becomes imperative to prioritize self-respect and emotional well-being. While the unfaithful partner may attempt to downplay the severity of their actions, offering assurances that it was a one-time occurrence, it is essential to recognize the gravity of the situation. Trust, once broken, is not easily mended, and repeated assurances may ring hollow in the face of past betrayal. Furthermore, the act of infidelity extends beyond mere physical involvement with another person. It represents a fundamental disregard for the emotional sanctity of the relationship. It sends ripples of doubt and insecurity through the foundation of love and companionship that was built over time. Choosing to end a relationship marred by infidelity is not a sign of weakness, but rather a reaffirmation of one's self-worth and dignity. It is a courageous step towards embracing honesty, integrity, and the pursuit of genuine connections based on mutual trust and respect. As challenging as it may be to part ways, staying in a relationship plagued by betrayal only prolongs the emotional turmoil and prevents both individuals from finding true fulfillment and happiness. As we come to the end of today's discussion, I want to thank you for joining me in this exploration of the critical aspects of building a strong and fulfilling relationship. Let's recap some important takeaways from today's video. To maintain a healthy and lasting connection, it's vital to uphold mutual respect, communicate openly, share common values, and build trust. Don't forget that personal growth and self-care are just as crucial for both individuals in a relationship. It's when you respect each other's individuality that you truly grow together. Remember, if you notice toxic behaviors or manipulation, don't ignore the red flags. Trust your instincts, address issues early, and, if necessary, seek help to preserve the relationship's health. I hope today's video provided you with valuable insights on how to foster stronger relationships with women by understanding their behaviors and needs. If you found this content helpful, feel free to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. I appreciate your support and invite you to check out more videos linked on the screen for additional tips on relationships, Stoic principles, and personal growth. Your journey to stronger, more meaningful connections starts here. Take care, approach your relationships with an open mind, and remember that empathy and respect are the cornerstones of any great relationship. See you next time.